rounding out the top 10, we have a plugin called Sociable. It automatically adds links on your posts, pages, and RSS feed to your favorite social bookmarking sites. You know how big social bookmarking is, and this is a wonderful way to take advantage of all of that. Once you activate this plugin, you're going to have a link in your dashboard. Select Sociable Plugin. That's the first thing we have to do. We get two choices. We can have a skyscraper or the regular classic Sociable. Look how cool the skyscraper is. That's brand new. I'm going to keep it very simple right now. We're going to get the classic version. So you just click on that button and the classic version pops up. And there's a preview of how it's going to look right there on your blog. Look how cool that is. Very, very slick. And there's a tagline, link to Sociable. Help us grow. Why not? I'm just going to link it. Here are the sites. You click on the ones that you want to appear on your blog. Very, very nice. I think I'm going to leave everything as is. Reddit and Tumblr, Google Bookmarks, those might be stuff to add. I don't know what Blink List is, so you know what, just for the purposes of this video, I'm going to uncheck that. Stumble Upon, here's the icon sizes. I'm going to leave all that the same. And here's something cool, the locations. You can select what pages or posts that you want the plugin to insert itself. You probably don't want it on the home page, but you want it on single post pages and single pages. And that's all we have checked. But if you want it other places, feel free to check. General options, automatic mode. Hey, you want to use your own icons? I guess you can. I like these, though. I'm going to keep everything as is. Activate. Sociable Classic. I'm going to just click Save Changes. Very, very nice. It's going to spin. And let's go back to our blog and just kind of see all our posts here. I'm going to pick a post at random and just kind of see what happened with our Sociable plugin here. And that opens up. We're going to view the post. How to work out songs by ear. Like I care. Alright, but look how cool that is. All of these, and here's some extra ones. But that's Sociable. And that's how to add a little bit of social bookmarking to your blog. And you have also another option. You can set up some skyscraper options as well. Skyscraper goes into a widget. You can set up the background color and labels as your Twitter name and your RSS feed. Do all kinds of cool things. Follow us. Some nice functionality there. Look in LinkedIn, you add all your accounts, and has some really nice customization options. If you want to go the skyscraper route, great. I'm going to keep the classic Sociable on my site. I now have some social bookmarking tools to my blog posts and my blog pages. Sociable, rounding out number 10. Here's a must-download plugin, Google XML Sitemaps. A lot of different plugins named sort of similar. Make sure you get this one by this author, Arnie Brockhold. Arnie, if I mispronounced your name, I'm sorry. What does this do? It allows the Google search engine spiders to access your content from one specific spot. You've seen sitemaps before. This creates it automatically and sends it to Google. Google likes fresh content. If you have one of these, it will help your search engine rankings because Google will know where to start, where to search. I always say this to last because you don't want to run this too soon. You want to create a sitemap after your site is built. I did mine today. As you can see, it's zipped. And here's some basic options. It tells you a little bit about it. What's great about this plugin is on the right-hand side, you have all kinds of information. You don't really need to know much. If you have other pages that are not part of your blog, you can add them here and adjust the priority. What does that mean? Google will allow you, or this plugin will allow you to set the priority. I don't want it to be determined by the comment count. That doesn't necessarily mean the best post will have the most comments. I'm just going to say all of the posts will have the same priorities. I always click automatic detection, here's where you can set up the sitemap content. Always include the homepage, posts, and static pages. You can include categories and that kind of thing. I don't usually, and I don't usually suggest it. You can exclude things, just as you can invite people into your house. You can kick them out as well. Don't have a lot of categories. You can change frequencies. You can have people spider more or less frequently, and here's the priorities. You want to have the defaults set. You don't want everything set as 1, because you want the home page to be number 1 priority. Very important. I always update the options, and there you go. Configuration updated, pages saved. I have generated my XML sitemap for this particular site. The Google search engine spiders will be just singing in the streets, doing cartwheels. It's just that easy. Signing up for Google Analytics is a piece of cake. The first thing you need is a Gmail address. I created a new Gmail address for a site I'm creating on blog flipping called flippingfantastic at gmail.com. You go to this address, google.com/analytics. You sign up for Google Analytics. You're going to get this particular page. I'm going to just put the name of the site, flippingfantastic.com. The website's URL is just simply http://flipping, spell that right, I don't know, flippingfantastic.com. I'm in the Central Standard Time. I'm not going to worry about the sharing. Yes, you have to agree to the terms and conditions and create account. It's just that simple. You'll get a little green success box. Page loading. Now, here is the wackiness. Make old version default. There's an old version and a new version. I hate change. I only know the old version. So I just clicked the old version, and it takes you to this particular page. Google Analytics settings. Now there you go. Here's the ugly little thing. I have nothing, since basically I just put this together. So I'm going to show you here in a minute how to integrate Google Analytics WordPress plugin with this particular site, because here's the key configuration: visitors right here and custom variables. We're going to come back to this in a minute, but that's how you set up your Google Analytics account for any Gmail address. Okay, Google Analytics is not active. Okay, I just set it up, so why would it be? We must first select which analytics profile to track. I have several, so we need them to talk to each other. Click here to authenticate with Google. Okay, Google likes to authenticate things. We're not going to hassle them. We are going to grant them access. Very, very simple. It's nice they ask for permission. And now, here's the key thing. 2 little drop-down boxes. It'll find what you have, flippingfantastic.com. Now, that's all there is to it. I don't have to copy and paste any code. Here's the default in the header. I'm going to leave it there, but if you want to insert manually, you can do that. 2 cool checkboxes. You can track outbound clicks and downloads, and I can show advanced settings. I'm going to do that because I want to show you some cool advanced features of this plugin. You could copy and paste the code manually. A lot of themes have a certain area where it will take Google Analytics code, but if you want a little more functionality, here is where this plugin really excels. Custom variables settings. All of these different things you can check. Logged in users. I'm going to click that. If you have custom post types, you can see the page views of each post type. I don't have that. If you have a lot of authors on your site and you want to see which authors are getting the most reads, click that. I don't. It's just me. I'm just going to click the tags, and I'm going to click all categories to see what categories people are checking out, and click the blue update button. Anytime you see an update button, just update. It just makes more sense. Now, you've got another advanced settings box. You can ignore some users. I'm going to ignore the administrator, which is me. You can track outbound clicks as page views, and you can track downloads. I don't have any downloads, but that's a cool thing. Here's some other advanced features. I don't need those, but I'm going to update. Very nice. One last piece of advanced functionality. We have the debug mode. If you want to confirm that your tracking is working, enable this option, and then check Firebug if you use Firefox, and work with the debug mode. Very slick. I'm going to show you then how to get your information. I'm going to refresh this just in case, but we're back to our Google Analytics dashboard. If you want some information, you simply go to Visitors and click Custom Variables. Now, there's nothing for you to view right now because I have 0 unique custom variables. I just set this up on my site. But when you do and start tracking authors, tracking categories, tracking posts, this is where you'll find that data. This plugin is very advanced. It's very cool. Help spread the word. Donate a few bucks if you want. It has a great plugin page, a nice video. This is Google Analytics for WordPress, extending analytics functionality. It's just that good. All right, number 4 is the Next Gen Gallery. This is the #1 image gallery plugin. It's also has a slideshow option, so it's pretty popular. We're going to install it now. It's a little more complex than the other plugins we've talked about, so this video will be in 2 parts, and it will also probably be a little bit longer. So now it's set up, and all kinds of information here. Visit the plugin site. Gallery will come up on your nice little dashboard, and we're going to create a gallery here in just a minute. But before I pause the video and create the gallery, let's take a look at a couple things. Here's a demo site. It's a new slideshow with a different effect. Check that out. You click and it just goes away just like that. Another good demo. This is a automotive site. You click on it. A little image box pops up. Very, very nice. Easy to set up. Well, we'll see if it's easy to set up. But that's the Next Gen Gallery. That's the what. It's an image gallery. It has a nice slideshow. How you configure it, I just activated it, and I'm going to create a gallery here in just a minute. I'm going to pause it, and we're going to be right back with you. Okay, I'm going to actually create a gallery using Next Gen Gallery. I start at the dashboard, and here is my link. Look at all those options. But first things first, we're going to add gallery/images. Click on that. Now, here's where we can upload the images one by one if we so choose. And click this button if you want to scale it to a max width of 800 by 600. When you do that, make sure you select your gallery before you go ahead and upload an image. I created a gallery called Sample Pictures, and I put a folder called Sample Pictures on my desktop. It's just a bunch of crap that came with my computer. Here's where you add a new gallery and give it a name. We're going to bypass this for now because I'm going to show you a neat trick. But this is how to upload a zip file. You can upload a file in zip format of all your pictures, and here's the only problem. There's an upload limit right now on my server of 2 megabytes. Well, guess what? My folders are way bigger than that, and I'll show you how to get around that and change the upload size. That's for a later video. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to import an image folder, and we're going to import from a server path. Very, very slick. To do that, we need an FTP program, and I use FileZilla. First things first, we have to navigate to the desktop where I have my file, my pictures in a file folder called Sample Pictures. Now make sure you upload it to the right place. There is going to be a little folder here in WP Content called Gallery. And so I've uploaded it into Practice Gallery, and then I just simply uploaded it. I usually right click and click upload. It'll take a few minutes and it will upload in a blink of an eye. Now here's the cool part. Once that happens, we browse, we click, double click actually to open that, and there's our sample pictures. So I make sure I highlight that and I import the folder. Now I've already done that, but once you do that, you import the folder, and it's very, very slick. So I go back to Manage Gallery, and there it is right there. There's my sample pictures. Pay attention here, it's ID number 2. So if I want to add a gallery to a page, which I've already done, I created a page, and it's called, ironically, Sample Pictures or Sample Gallery. So I'm getting the two mixed up already. Very slick though, Sample Gallery. And here's the tricky part. Not real tricky, but kind of nice. Do you see how this Add Next Gen Gallery has a little button in the WYSIWYG editor? Piece of cake. I'm just going to add an image list right now. I select my gallery, which is Sample Pictures, and I click Insert because I can never remember the short codes, but it's NG Gallery space ID and then whatever number, and we determined it was 2. I'm going to update that page. Wait for it to spin. Sample Gallery. Now we are going to take a minute. We're going to view the page. I have put it as a child in my FAQs. We're going to pull it open right there, and look. It's that simple to add a gallery, a sample gallery with Next Gen Gallery. Look at that. It's got a little image box, light box is what they call it. And there's a koala and a lighthouse. Very, very slick. A lot of expensive gallery programs out there. This one does it. It does it free. I don't know about you, but money saved. That's money earned. I'm learning as much as you are. Here's a plugin that I don't use, but I'm going to start using. It's actually called the Image Widget. I downloaded it, activated it, and I have it now on my blog. But check this out. It's not in the usual spot. Doesn't have a lot of settings. You're going to find it. Go to Appearance, and then go to Widgets. I'm going to create this for you in real time. Okay, so you should now have a widget. It's called an Image Widget. Okay, I'm going to drag and drop this to the right spot, if I can find the right spot, which is going to be the global sidebar. Piece of cake. Now, a bunch of information pops open. I'm going to give it a title, because here's the idea. I'm going to include images for some really cool plugins I'm going to give away to my blog visitors. So I'm going to give away a thing called Profitable Posts. I'm going to add an image. And this is the basic image adder from the Computer Media Library Next Gen. I haven't even put it in the library yet, but it goes to that, which if I would have kept it there, that would have been easier. But I didn't. I moved it, and I thought I was being snazzy and slick, and I really wasn't. There it is right there. I'm going to just add that now. Check this out. It says insert into widget, and it gives you the different sizes. It will give you a title based on that. So I really didn't need to put in a title. Good thing to know. WP Profitable Posts. I can put a caption. Get this cool plugin for free. Go to my download page by clicking the image above. Neato. Now all I have to do is create a page with the download link, and I put it right here. By default, it will default to a pop-up box just to show the image. Gives you the size. You can put the alignment. I like to align it center. Here's the alternate text. I'm just going to get rid of this icky, and I'm going to save it, and I'm going to close it. It's that simple. Now, I also prepared something else beforehand. I prepared the opt-ins plugin. So I'm just going to drop this. I have that already prepared to show you how the link works. Come on, pal. There we go. I'm going to put this here. Now, I'm going to go back to my blog area. I'm going to refresh. Now, with any luck, look at that. We have... Oh, that looks ugly. Looks very ugly. All right, we have these cool image widgets. This doesn't link anything, but this I created in advance for this particular video. I click on that and I go to my little download page. Very slick. It's called the image widget. You can do a lot of things with it. You can add images. There's what I was saying to you before. It is just a little pop-up box that will show you a picture of the image if that's what you want. But I like it. It's very slick. It's called the image widget, a great solution to add simple little images to your sidebars. Okay, here's an interesting plugin. It's called Jetpack by WordPress.com. This is an enigma. It's been up and down, and I've heard about it. I've never really tried it. So I'm going to activate it. It will give you this particular warning sign. Jetpack is almost ready. Connect to WordPress.com to enable all the features. Do you have a WordPress.com account? I do, but if you don't, go to WordPress.com, and guess what? Sign up for an account, and you'll be able to do this. I'm going to click Connect to WordPress.com. My LastPass auto filter should take care of everything. Look at that. I'm fueled up and I'm ready to go. The features below are now active. Click to learn more. Click the Learn More buttons to explore the features. Subscriptions. I want to learn more. Allow users to subscribe to your posts and comments to receive a notification. That's cool. Here's a stats thing. I'm going to learn more. Nice. Configure. I can configure the sharing. This is cool. And there's a little video. Spelling and grammar. I tell you what, I need this. I spelled terrible. WordPress. I don't want to learn more because it gives me backup, and I'm probably going to have to pay for it. Gravatar hover cards. Hey, Kristen, you're kind of odd. That's inappropriate. Short code embeds. I'm going to learn more. So just walk through this and click the Learn More. Look at this. Some nice embeds. You can embed some nice videos. Extra sidebar widgets. Who doesn't need extra sidebar widgets? RSS links. Twitter widget. Image widget. Pretty slick. Enhanced distribution. I need to enhance my distribution a little bit. Have some feedback. I'm not going to take this survey yet. I'm not going to receive updates, but this is interesting. So spend some time looking. You're going to have to configure some things. So all these buttons that have configure, just do this. View site stats to see your stats. Very interesting. Smiley. Count page views of registered users. I'm just going to click that and save a configuration. So play with that a minute. This is interesting. It might be cool. Perhaps I judged this unfairly. Where do you find this? Where do you find your settings now that everything is set up? Well, I look in settings and it's not there, but there's sharing. And you know what? Sharing is caring. Just so you know. Here's some available services. This seems to overlap some of the other plugins and features. Maybe if you get to know this particular plugin, you might not need some other plugins. I'm not exactly sure where this ends up, but you know what? If you can't seem to find any of the appearance, nope. If you can't seem to find anything, there it is, Jetpack. Jetpack, you have your site stats, configuration. It will be in your dashboard. You're going to have your own little Jetpack area, and then you're going to be able to configure, share, do all the hover cards. Very interesting. Obviously, going to have to dig deeper into this because it's a very complex plugin, but I've never hooked it up before. I'm going to spend some more time. I'll get back to you, but the short links look very interesting. The embed codes, check it out. Fuel up, connect to WordPress.com, and use Jetpack. It has lots of cool functionality. It could just save you some money, and you know what? Money saved, well, that's money earned.